Hey y'all, we're finishing up on this meal. I have browned off the sausage. I've softened and sauteed and rehydrated the sun-dried tomatoes in olive oil with a little garlic. And in this bowl, I have the fresh tomatoes, fresh basil, fresh Italian cilantro, regular cilantro, garlic, and those beautiful tomatoes, oh, and basil. Those beautiful tomatoes out of my garden. Basil, tomatoes from the garden. And they were getting soft, and I couldn't eat them all at one time. As far as, just making in a salad or something, I had to make it in a dish because remember, I have this many sitting on the thing trying to ripen up. Well, what is it? That's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I can't eat 11 tomatoes in a day in a salad. So it has to be cooked in a dish. So today, what I came up with was I thought I was going to make a tomato and basil bruschetta. And what I am going to do now, I've decided to add Italian sausage with fresh mozzarella cheese, and I'm stuffing it in the poblano peppers that I pulled from the garden earlier today. I'm looking to see, I do have some panko seasoning, panko bread seasoning, so here we go, y'all. We're gonna put this together. Use a little bit I wanted them to have a little flavor to them, so I just charred them off in a skillet with just enough oil to keep them from sticking. And let me put some meat down first. I'm putting a little meat in my dish because we're going to have more meat than we have anything. I had a pound of meat and don't really have well, the tomatoes. Y'all, this is going to this is that fresh mozzarella cheese. Well, y'all, it's turning out to be like it's a lasagna anyway. But I am going to put some meat in here and stuff and try to close them so it don't be that. That's not going to work. Oh, forgot my bell pepper. These I had one stuffed. Whole lot of meat for an Italian dish. They not keen. I know they don't eat a lot of meat. That's for us in dishes like this. Okay, y'all. As I said, this is my food. I'm cooking it, you're not eating it, so I can use my hands to clean out my dishes, my bowls. I'm sprinkling panko breadcrumbs over the top of this. And then I'm gonna come back with a drizzle of olive oil. Okay, got a drizzle of reserve extra virgin olive oil. This is just to help brown up the, the breadcrumbs. And it also helps give a little crunch for the cheese. I know it looks like I'm doing a lot, but it's just a drip. That's why I have my finger over it. Because extra virgin olive oil will take over the flavor of your food. And y'all see I didn't really do anything to it. All I used was those herbs. So that basil, thyme, oregano, cilantro, and onion powder. I did that in the tomatoes, the sun-dried tomatoes, the onion powder and the garlic powder. So y'all, we gonna see how this turns out, because I am going to bake it in the oven for approximately 45 minutes at 350. I'm doing it low and slow. And I'm putting it mid-level of the oven so it can brown as it cooks, but you notice everything in there was already cooked. I even did the peppers, the meat, everything was already cooked except for the basil and the tomatoes. Well, you can eat those raw. Well, we're gonna let it cook. I want the flavors to marry together. That's what I want. So when I taste it, it's a cohesive bite of all of the good stuff together. Okay, y'all, these are my garlic crummies. See if I can bite down on them on one side of my mouth. You know I told you. General stuff going on. All right. And I got enough meat to have another dish with it. I don't know what it's gonna be. That's a cup. That's 12 ounces of meat right there, y'all. That could be a loose meat sandwich. How about that? Make some toast and spread it on some toast. Figure out how to make it do. Stretch it out. I was telling a friend of mine about eating bologna and why I try not to eat it now because I ate enough of it when I was a child. And I say the closest I get to it is weenies. You know, you go and get that thick roll, the big old roll of bologna, you know, they go and they slice it off and you get it sliced the thickness you want. So see, that's why I say that's the closest I get to it. It make, you know, the hot dogs, they rolled. And I say, that's my bologna. Okay, I done had bologna. And when my sister was living here with me, when I was caring for her, she would have me fry her bologna sandwiches. I told her, I said, I don't care how hungry I got when I was working and trying to, you know, advance and pay college tuition, car notes, car insurance, mortgage, you know, dressing for success, working 2 jobs and trying to do all those things. And I was eating oatmeal and malto meal and cream of wheat because I didn't have money to buy groceries. That was my groceries. And I had, that Act 2 movie theater popcorn for my lunch. All right. I still didn't eat bologna. Okay, y'all. Every now and then I got a little big time. I'd get some hot dogs. Because then I could fry those and put some chili over it, you know. I was living good then. So if y'all been that, y'all know what I'm talking about. Trying to make it work. You got to pay bills. Your money stretches only so far. And as my mother said, you can go out and work on a full stomach. And it can be a full stomach of just anything, cornbread, whatever. But if you got a full stomach, you can work on it. And the point is, nobody can see what's inside your stomach. If you full, you can make it. Okay, so, yeah. But I still haven't broke down to the bologna yet, y'all. I'm still resisting. I ate goat yesterday. I had some goat. And y'all, I can't tell you what it tastes like. It tastes like unflavored beef or a little bit of beef with pork. I'll even stress to kind of go as far as the mildness of the flavor of it. Say like, what is it, venison? Not venison, what's the baby lambs? What's the baby, when they do the baby? Veal. It kind of, you have to cook it, but you know, what I was doing, I cooked it in a dish that required to cook for an hour. But anyway, I cooked it for an hour. And Okay, I had to start the timer on the dish. So, and I ate it in you know, lamb has more of a stronger, what is it, gamey taste. The lamb, that lamb, it didn't have, I mean, that goat, it didn't have that. You, like I'm saying, that's why I say I can't tell you, it didn't taste like beef, but it didn't taste like pork. And it didn't taste like, it was a mild flavor of meat that you knew you were eating meat. It wasn't pungent. It wasn't, you know how you can eat beef, you say, ooh, that's a good piece of meat, you know, that taste of the meat. It was just a nice, mild, easy, and it accepted the flavoring. So I guess that would, goat is the tofu of meat. It takes the seasoning of what you're cooking it with, because it doesn't really have a taste of its own. That's the way I'm gonna go with it, okay? And I ate it, and it was good. I had 2 servings of it, okay? It was, I made palau, Afghan palau, and okay, I tell you how well I like it. I retired, 14 years ago, and I had eaten it a year before I retired. So I chased down and looked and questioned and asked about the name of the food, the ingredients and things, and I found it online. And what I'm finding out is African has it. They call it Nubai palau. They have Kuwait palau. They have Afghan palau. They have what is it? Pakistani palau. It's a it's it's a rice dish, and you put it with whatever kind of meat that you want, preferably a cheap cut of meat like neck bones or something that has the meat in it for the flavor. And then you cook your basmati rice in with that, but the seasonings are what really brings the flavor, because you use cardamom, cloves, cumin, cinnamon. It's those little, yeah, cumin, turmeric, a little bit, and black pepper. I'm telling y'all, and then you use a garnish that you take for, what is it, raisins and shredded carrots, and you soften those in some ghee until they're just soft. And just as the food is, the rice is completely cooked, you sprinkle your seasoning over it, and you cover it and just let the steam, you know, let it macerate through the food. And you turn, you know, because you have to toss it to get the flavor, the seasoning stirred through the food. And then you top it with the garnish of the tomato, with the carrots and raisins. Y'all, it's good. It is good. It is good. So, and as I say, I don't want to gain weight. And I have to eat, and then I get to a certain weight, then we have to back up on it. Because 10 pounds is the dress size, and 5 pounds is the stopping point, because you can get 5 pounds on right quick, but you can get them off right quick. So we ain't going up no dress size. I am a size 10. I am not going up, and I am not going down, okay? So, this is in the oven, and I'm going to let y'all go for, because I'm not going to talk to y'all for 45 minutes waiting on something to cook. So I will pick y'all back up. I guess we're going to figure out me and my editing skills, because the first part of it, it was over an hour. So right now we at 20-something minutes. So see, now we're not gonna do one of those 3 hour movies. All right, we'll see about my editing and see how it turns out. But I'll pick y'all back up when we start, when the food gets ready, and I plate it, and I'm gonna let y'all see me eat it because I sure do want to taste this. All right, y'all. Hey y'all. Well, I finally got the food ready. So here it is. Oh, I was sitting that down. Okay, we have fried cornbread and the fish de resistance, the lasagna, well, Anaheim peppers with Italian, sweet Italian sausage, fresh tomatoes from the garden, fresh basil from the garden, um, fresh Italian cilantro from the garden, fresh cilantro from the garden, and 3 varieties of fresh tomatoes. A little larger size cherry tomato, and then some cherry tomatoes, and then it's a greenish purplish tomato, cherry tomato. Y'all, that tomato is fabulous. Okay, I love it. And when I went out, while this was cooking, I looked at the corn and I see that I had 6 little raggedy ears of corn. So I'm gonna find out what that tastes like. So here we are, y'all. We finally gonna get to eat this. That is taking all day to prepare, but it's still early enough for me to eat it, to not have to worry about laying down on it with a lot of weight on me. Ooh, y'all. Can you see what that looks like? I hope you can. Kind of make you think it has eggplant and what is it? Eggplant and something else in here. But oh, that's the cheese. But it it looks good. I think it's worthy of me to try to find out what it tastes like. After all I did all that time, spent all that time cooking it. And let's get a piece of corn. All right. So what do y'all think? Would you be interested in eating something like that? We gonna find out. First, let me bless it. Thank you, Lord, for this food and the nourishment of our body. In the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, I pray and thank you, Father. Amen. All right, no seasoning, no nothing. I did put a little butter on the cornbread. Okay. The problem that the texture of hard to cut, that was a big hunk of cheese. But the Anaheim, they, look at there, like butter. We don't see. Yeah, y'all, it was worth cooking. Yep. Mm, okay. Well, I know I'm gonna be satisfied because this is good to me. I hope y'all enjoy the video and maybe you try to cook this for yourself. Only comment I have to tell you is decide what you're gonna cook all together. Because this started off as being bruschetta. Mm-mm. Where I was just gonna make chop up the tomatoes and some basil, put a little oregano in there and a little oil and spread it on some toast. And this is what it's turned out to be. So then I thought I'd just stuff the Anaheim peppers with that mixture. Then I changed, then I decided I'll add some Italian sausage with it. And here we go. Okay, y'all. Mm, good tea too. I've been really diligent about making sun tea, so it's really good. It's a whole different flavor from regular tea. You know, you let it steep all day. Oh yeah. But y'all, this is good. So if you grew Anaheim chilies in your garden, this is what you can do with it. Mm. And you know, that was just a half of a block of mozzarella cheese. Mm. Well, I'm gonna let y'all go, and I'm gonna continue eating this food because I honestly I'm gonna sit back and enjoy it. Well, so y'all have a wonderful evening, and I hope you enjoy it. Let me know. Is that something you want to come home and have something to eat on? Talk to you later. Miss Letty at 4206 Boomer out. And remember, love somebody, let somebody love you, and pray. Bye, y'all.